Hey there, fellow hunters. Welcome back to the playthrough of Bloodborne. I'm Stubbs the Wizard, your host with the most, and you can tell I have the milkweed rune on. I'm a giant stalk of cauliflower. I might have changed my controller, but yeah, it's going to do uncontrolled, uncommanded moves to the left. Anyway, you can tell I'm in cauliflower mode, and I'm using the Parasite of Cause right now. And the idea of this run is a pure arcane run, so you can see here we have vitality of 50. That's where that's going. We're getting ready to level up, and that'll put endurance at 22, which is where we'll keep that. And then we're just going to get arcane going all the way up to 99. And you might rightly say, hey, why do that? Because the weapon scaling stops basically at 50. 98% of your scaling's done. And that's true, but the tools, i.e., spells, um, last, well, they scale all the way up to 99, all the way to 99. So, we're going to go level up here.
Welcome home. What is it?
Oh, hi there.
Very well. Let me.
Alright. Alright, so we are done with endurance. So all we're leveling up now is arcane. And one of the side effects of this run, which I didn't really think about, it's okay, is because I didn't level up strength, skill, or blood tinge at um, all I can use are the starting weapons plus the saw spear.
Farewell, good hunter.
And the idea, I do have a fiery saw spear. Actually, I'm gonna put one of them. I gotta put a weapon away that I'm not gonna use. Bugs me. All right. I do like how this is laid out. Yeah, see, I like where it's laid out so you can look at the workshop weapons, church weapons. I did not know the uncanny parasite was a church weapon. That's interesting. Vile blood weapons, workshop, left hand, church, left hand weapons, vile left hand weapons, workshop, church attire, vile blood attire, blah blah blah. So that's nice. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do here is put this away. There's not using that, we don't get confused. So if you notice, I have a bolt weapon, a fire weapon plus 10, which that's my main weapon, and then this is my physical weapon. The reason I do physical is because the visceral attacks go by physical, specifically thrust. So that's pretty high thrust with 94, and it does a ton of damage. But I'm mostly going to be using Hunter's Tool, so I'm going to take on... We're doing the lower Pthumeru chalice right now. We're getting ready to take on the layer 2 boss, and I may have to switch controllers. Oh, here we go. Okay. Alright, I am going to stop here and change controllers, and I'll be back. Magically, it'll take no time in the video, but it's going to take me a moment to get my other controller hooked up. One of the other controllers, anyway. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Controller changed. Hopefully this will not have uncontrolled left turn inputs. And it might, because I know it's going to be something I'm doing, because this is the second controller that's done that. And so I'm doing something. I mean, I'm a pretty strong guy, I suppose. I got great big meat hook hands. I don't know. Played football and baseball. Uh, many years ago, of course, but I don't know, maybe I'm too strong. I don't know, but for some reason, all my controllers break. Uh, Maybe not all of them, but I've noticed where it'll make uncontrolled or commanded turns to the left. Alright. We're gonna go face this boss, and I don't really remember what boss it is. But if you remember, I have Black Sky Eye, which is good at range. Augur of Abretus there does the most damage per bullet, but it's got a shorter range. So you got to be right up within a few feet of somebody to do it. Maybe like 6 feet. But the bullet before the Black Sky Eye, it can go a pretty long way. It can snipe people pretty good. The Augur of Abretus does the most damage per bullet. The Executioner's Gloves do the most damage per cast if all three projectiles hit. Now, Call Beyond will do the most damage, period, but all 7 projectiles have to hit. So there you go with that. We don't have that yet. Accursed Brew does a little less than double of the Arcane, not the Arcane, the Augur of Abretus for 2 bullets. But it has area effect, and so that's pretty... It's pretty good. So I'm going to probably... Well, I'll come in the Black Sky Eye till I find out who this is. I think it might be a giant, but we'll find out. I think I'm going to have to buy a new controller because this one's doing the same thing. Let's find out what we got here. Alright, yeah, it's a giant. Oh, gosh. This guy is awful. Okay, that did 490. I did nothing. Alright, Black Sky was the best so far. 490. Let's try Executioner's Gloves, though. 450. So Black Sky is going to end up being the best. Now, if I remember this guy correctly, he does a thing where he uses his chains on you. And that's not awesome. You know, I'm going to try using my Cause Parasite. I'm going to try using the special attack on it. See if I can get him to commit to swiping at me. 358. That may not have been worth it. Oh yeah, there's the chain attack. Up your butt, brother. That did some good damage, though. Uh-oh. I am not dodging that well. So that is a pretty nice attack with the this is probably safer. Black Sky is anyway. I think I've already broken off his little tidbit that takes a bunch of his health. Oh, I tried to dodge through, that did not work. Mother. Alright. That was not what I meant to do. One more. Got him. Alright. Adept Damp Blood Gem. 5 Twin Bloodstone Shards. Very nice. Alright, let's get to the next level. This is... So there's a door there. Oh, I went the wrong way. I was like, man, where's the elevator? Alright, I think the next boss has to be Rom, because I remember Rom is in this dungeon. So I'm going to probably switch to my fire saw spear. See if there's a door before the lamp. Doesn't look like it. Well, maybe there is. Fire saw spear plus 10. Although he's probably a little more susceptible to bolt. But I'm pretty sure Rom has very high arcane what's in anything in here? Got a lamp or something? Oh, there's a spider. Alright. We'll go back to Hunter's Dream. Figure stuff out. I wondered if I have the lower Pthumeru root chalice. Because I know that there was something I wanted to do. I don't have it yet. Well, it must be on this level. Let me see if I can make the Loran yet. Hailing Loran. I can. And I will. Depth 4. So depth 4 means it's level 4 of difficulty. Top difficulty is level 5, or depth 5. And, well, that is an awful looking chalice. But we're not gonna do that yet. We'll just have it ready. Alright, why I get myself situated here, I am going to introduce you if you haven't already heard of it. We'll do Radiance. Now we're back to normal wizard looking, rather than a cauliflower bud or whatever. Let's repair. Oh, nothing to repair. That's interesting. Cause parasite, I guess, doesn't get damaged too much. Anything with blood fortification. Oh, by the way, notice I got the arcane haze I can make and out of materials. You want to be really careful about this, because if you use the wrong one to get your arcane haze, you need arcane haze to get into some of the chalices. But if you use the wrong material to make it, like come here and say, hey, look at this. Cold Blood Fireball gives me 7. 2 Mold 3 gives me 7, and you use it up, and like, look at all the arcane haze I have. And then you have a chalice that needs 2 Mold 3. You end up not being able to open it until you got to farm for it, which is annoying. Red jelly, that's a little bit rare, and you find it in the well, some of the chalice dungeons, but in the research hall. Not the research hall. What's that called? The laboratory area where Bergen. It's not Bergenworth. It's the Nightmare Realm. I can't remember what it's called exactly. But if you look at it closely, I'm not going to look at it here because it'll make me use it. But it's really rare. You never want to use red jelly to make arcane haze. But if you look at it, it's a little bit off-putting. Hey, no, I want to see the... There you go. So, look at that. Look at what it is. It's a stillborn infant of a creature of unknown origin. It's fairly gross. It's a stillborn laying on a nice pillow. That's pretty gross. There's a bloodshot eyeball. That's a huge eyeball. Well, I guess there's no scale, but... And let's see, there's an inflicted organ. That looks nasty. 2 mold. It's interesting, you see the progression of the things, like doot, it grows. Blood's probably the coolest. Because it eventually becomes a skull coming out of the little bowl there. Anyway, I didn't mean to get into all that. I don't know that I have any gym things to do. Let's just go quickly through. See if there's anything that increases this. What we're looking at is thrust here. So the easy way to do this is just go through, and if anything turns blue, that's an improvement. And so we're looking specifically at thrust. I don't care what else turns blue. I just want thrust because it's physical. And this was the same here. Does that do anything? No, not really. Alright. And we can sell some of these jewelry we're not going to use later on. Okay, so while I do this, let me bring forth the discussion about the Free Time Creators Collective. We are a group of creators that do gameplay recordings like this. Oh, I just got the Cos Parasite on. I need to change this to that. I also need bone marrow ash. Although I don't think I'm going to get to the boss in this video. Well, I know I'm not because I'm ending it up. I'm getting distracted though by things to do, which happens. So anyway, the Free Time Creators Collective, I will put links in the description to both the Discord and some of the channels, and go check them out. My first recommendation you check out would be I'm Not Great. If you like playthroughs like this, he's doing the Bloodborne 10th anniversary playthrough with me. He is not doing pure Arcane, but he is doing new game.
Very well. Let the echoes become your strength.
And sort of doing how he wants to do it to try different weapons and kind of whatever floats his boat. I don't have enough to upgrade, but you can see I'm doing pure Arcane. I got to get some vitality and endurance, which I have. But then you also have Plumberry Delicious. She's good at things like Sons of the Forest, Forever Sky, stuff like that. I will say she built Lothlorien in Sons of the Forest, which was really, I would say it's exquisite. So check her out. Mindless Meat, another really good friend. He has forgotten more about Final Fantasy than most of us will ever know. So, and he does some Stellar Blade stuff, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. K-Dog's Kennel. Holly's Adventures. Holly's doing a playthrough right now of Elden Ring, which is pretty cool. So check out her channel. I checked that out after I'm Not Great, really, if you're interested in Souls type. Holly's a hoot, man. You talk about a free spirit. She's awesome. And she has stuff on her channels that is not really game related. Some of it's cat related. It's all really entertaining. She cracks me up most times. Just very free spirit, very fun. We're all fun people, we're all nice. And so come out and join us. And that's the only rule, just be nice. We're a bunch of small channels, relatively small. And what's great is you'll get fewer, if any, ads. And also with the comments, we'll answer all of them. We'll answer every one of them, get to you, because we're not getting thousands a day like the bigger channels. So anyway, check us out. Be nice. That's the only rule. It's all about encouragement and watching the channels grow, and just checking out each other's content and all that stuff. And as this video, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe if you would. Leave me some comments. As I said, I'll answer them all. And I look forward to hearing from you. And I thank you for watching. And as long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Thanks.